target, the tight end, will tie. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league.
I would say yes to that.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Taylor. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K'Wan Short with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They go play action with Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I tell you, I think by definition you won't get any closer to equaling the record than that.
Not at all. 64 yards. End over end. And I think he's going to come up about a half a revolution short. And that could really have bounced either way.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
To throw on second down is Newton. Now he's forced out left. Oh, a nice spin. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys are picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So it'll be first down here after the run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 50, Newton. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Kyle Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. For McCoy in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got run with Sean McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Out of the gun, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Christian McCaffrey, everybody knows the family pedigree, and they're hoping for a lot of big things from him, aren't they?
He gave great evidence of that while he was at Stanford. Tremendous amount of big plays, whether he was running the ball, catching it, returning kicks, you name it. A lot of people were wondering if he would go at number 8 to the Panthers because he's not a big guy, but his ability to make plays in the open field, Panthers can.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bills have recovered. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big run there by McCoy. And even 60 yards on the ground. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. On the left side by Benjamin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pick up there at 20 yards. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters.